broadcasted live from New York City. It's the hottest channel on these YouTube streets. The best jail stories and hood stories are here. Make sure you subscribe today. LAZ. So check it, right? I'm on a train the other day. You heard I'm minding my business, thumbing through my phone with my head down, looking through my phone, right? And I just hear somebody that's close to me, a little bit down the cart, and he just having a mad conversation on some CEO of a Fortune 500 company type shit. He like, yeah, so, just send over the 204.16 and, I'll have my people look at it and, we'll make the proper decision. You may have to pay, about the 209.6 tax clause, right? Yeah, you might have to pay that. So you should look it over with your lawyers before you send it over and make sure. And then, I'll send it to the guys in my department and we'll see what we could do. But in the meantime, I'm like, yo, in my head, I'm like, it's true what they say about New York City trains. Even millionaires and bosses of companies take these trains. You heard? So I'm like, yeah. So I'm listening to the dude. He like, yeah, so, our lawyers are on standby. Just send over the contracts. We'll look them over. I'm like, yo, this, this shit real. Then I just hear a dude say, yo, my man, who the fuck you talking to? Right? And then I just hear a dude say, oh, I'm sorry. And I look up. It's a black dude with glasses on that was most likely a mentally ill dude, and he's just standing there having a full-blown conversation. No earpiece, no phone in his hand, none of that. He just standing there having a full-blown conversation with himself like he the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, my nigga, you heard? He like, right, so, our insurance, it should cover that. It should cover that, but we're going to check the 16093 clause and make sure that it's not a federal violation. I'm like, yo. And when the dude was like, yo, my dude, who the fuck you talking to? He's like, oh, I'm sorry. And the nigga goes into another corner of the train car and continues the conversation. Yeah, so you need to check with human resources first and find out if it's in federal violation for you to send the 209.6 without our authorization first. And I'm like, yo, my bro just having a conversation like, you heard? Like he run Procter & Gamble, like. I don't say this to make fun of any mentally ill people. I say this to say that, whoever's running New York City, whoever runs the New York City mental health, departments or whatever, y'all really need to do something with these mentally ill people all over the city, because basically the New York City subway system has become a subway system / mentally ill hospital on wheels and rails. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just getting crazier and crazier and crazier, and something needs to be done about it, please. Just came and tapped us on the shoulder like this. Excuse me, people. Can we see a ticket? Niggas saw our tickets, nigga. Them shits was fugazi. Niggas sold us the fugazarellis. Niggas was like, we ain't saying you gotta go home, but you got to get the fuck up out these seats. I'm in front of Madison Square Garden, and I was just thinking like, yo, back in the days, you had to be a real brave dude to be a ticket scalper. You feel me? Because it used to be crazy out here back in the 80s with dudes scalping tickets and in the 90s and in the early 2000s. Heard? And they was locking dudes up for that for real. Like, I was on the island with dudes that was there for straight ticket scalping right in front of MSG. You heard? Laying up for months fighting that case. Like, so when you was out there, you was really taking a risk with that ticket scalping, and they was making big bread. You heard? They was making big bread. I remember one time we went up in the garden. I forgot who I was with. I was with some family member. We went up in the garden with some good scalp tickets, you heard? And then some real people came for them seats. Niggas came and tapped us on the shoulder like this. Excuse me, people. Can we see a ticket? Niggas saw our tickets, nigga. Them shits was fugazi. You heard? Niggas sold us the fugazarellis. Niggas was like, we ain't saying you gotta go home, but you got to get the fuck about these seats. You heard? And I was a kid. I forgot what was going on. I think it was a Knick game. I ain't care. I was just happy to see the game. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, we was standing in the aisles. You heard? We was standing in the aisles. You can't even get away with shit like that nowadays in the Garden. But back in the days, them tickets wasn't 900 a piece like they are now. Like, you heard? You gotta work a second job and rob banks on the weekend to go to a Knicks game in New York now. It's terrible. Nigga got to spend his whole paycheck to go see the Knicks nowadays. But yeah, man, we got caught with them scalpy balpies, and we was standing in the aisles looking crazy. You heard? Niggas got us with the fugaza lasers. LAZ, I'm on the douche with the bro King Taco.
You know what's going on, you heard?
You heard? The Mexican R&B sensation. I got the bro Garnet in the back. You heard? We on the douche.
Baby, take it easy. You don't need all that makeup to try and please me. We was locked in the moment, we both agreed, see. No more running in circles, stop all that teasing, yeah. Baby, take it easy. Got me rubbing through your hair when you get sleepy. No other man can make you feel the way I'm making you feel. Lay up next to me so I know it's real, yeah. Cause baby, you know, yeah, you know you got my heart. And that's all I ever want, yeah. Whoa.
Yeah,
King
bro.
Taco in this bitch, you know what's going on.
Yeah, that's my new artist, King Taco, man, out of Buffalo, New York. You heard? About to take over the whole R&B game, you heard? Make sure you know I told you that early. Hey, yo, if you need music promo, send me a DM on Instagram at STLAZNYC. Yeah, I don't got that real St. Laz page no more. They deleted my page at 57,000 followers. I was hurt, but I'm already back up. You heard? Get at me. Yo, I need you to go on Spotify, look for that playlist that says Major St. Laz Bangers. You heard? I got my songs with Jada Kiss, Jim Jones, Pat Poose. You heard? J.R. Ryder, A Mafia, Uncle Murder, Sean Price, Aguilar. Like, just so much fire is on this playlist. It's gross. You heard? It's kind of gross. Check my new joint with my bro King Taco on there. It's called Finer Things. Brand new, hot off the press. You heard? Man, listen. New joints with Crunchy Black, Little Flip, Bucker, Pottersfield classics that you thought was lost in the sauce. They all gonna be on this playlist. You heard? Make sure you add and save this playlist.